G'day guys, what is going on? It is Big Tony and welcome to our first ever AFL Evolution gameplay video, where today we're just going to be playing a quick game of 2.5 minute quarters as we test out the new AFL Evolution game. Now I've had the game for quite a few days now, and I'm sorry I haven't uploaded this on the release date. I know I've been a bit slack with work and school and everything else, so I was meant to do this on the Thursday it released, so it actually released a day early. Because the night before, postal services were starting to deliver the games door to door, which therefore prompted release the next day as the deliveries started to arrive. So yeah, the game came a day early. I went on the Thursday and got it just before I started work, and yeah, so I played it later that night, and I had a game with this, and I'm gonna say I'm very impressed with this title so far. Like, everything about it, just the gameplay in general, which you're about to see in just a moment, was quite nice. I felt it has a nice pace to it. Yes, sometimes the handballs along the ground and the tapping along the ground can sometimes feel like it is sort of, how do you explain it, it's very congested, can result in sloppy transitions, but otherwise, all in all, I think it's a very solid game. So you can see here, I'm just having a play around with the team lineup sheet, having a go at the Sydney Swans. Just as in case you guys didn't know, I'm a Sydney Swans supporter, and yes, we've had a pretty terrible start to 2017, but we finally got our first win today against the Brisbane Lions, so I'm quite happy about that. So that could hopefully get us on a bit of a roll. So yeah, otherwise we're here taking a look at the tactics and the brand new depth that Wicked Witch have put into the tactics. So you can see here I'm just changing a few things up, such as having sort of a balanced sort of attack defense, sort of a very balanced midfield to go with attacking forwards as you would. Now I played this on 2.5 minute quarters, so please excuse me, this is my very first game, so skills and everything aren't going to be present just yet, but when you start seeing my later videos, you'll start seeing, pardon me, you'll start seeing transitions that are going to be looking very nice, and yeah, you know, otherwise, I'm very impressed with what they've provided us. I mean, everything about this looks really nice. Even the menus, the new menu types look very nice. The new side logos look pretty good. And you can see here, like, just the very first cutscene of the game, it's got a Channel 7 feel to it. You can see there the sliding bars introducing the teams, the domain stadium pop up there, and the team lineup sheet all has a sort of Channel 7 feel about it, and I think it's got a very nice touch. So you can see in depth sort of who's playing where, and you can have a face shot and the player number. I don't know, it's just something that I like to see because I'm a very visual sort of person. I like to see that sort of stuff on screen, and I don't want to have to be prompted to go have to look myself. I just want it to be there. So otherwise, yeah, similar walkout scenes here, similar to AFL Live 2, walk out to the banner, then they'll run through, and then we'll have a look at the other away team coming out, which will be us, the Sydney Swans. Now the one thing that AFL Evolution actually has done is they've got the official AFL club songs to be playing before and after the game. So in other AFL titles you may have noticed they would have been a slightly remixed sort of version of the anthems, or the club songs I should say, where it wouldn't sound right. But in AFL Evolution they are using 100% club songs in 2017, and I think that's just a very nice touch. Just gives it that sense of authenticity and just adds to the overall experience of gameplay. So Fremantle win the toss, and I'm going to kick to the right of screen, and yeah, so otherwise we're just going to have a quick walkthrough, sort of mini review of the gameplay here. So you can see right away I can't even get a touch of the ball at the moment. Like, it was pretty hard to grasp at first because I didn't go into any sort of practice mode before I started this game or anything like that. I sort of just went straight into a game. I just wanted to see how it played because I was excited that it had finally come out a day early, and you'll see in the first sort of 10 or so minutes I get absolutely dominated in possession and they kick a goal or two on us, I think. But anyway, that's not to worry because it was a good game. It was a cracker. Went right down to the wire. I won't spoil the result just yet, but you'll see later in the video. Now, as I mentioned, the graphics on this look stunning. The level of detail that Wicked Witch have gone onto the stadiums has been very nice. You may or may not have noticed that the Fremantle anchors are placed on top of the main stadium, which is what Fremantle do at the start of their home games. They have their blow-up anchors for their sponsorship programmed. So that's just a very nice touch, and also West Coast have something similar too. They've got the blow-up hash with Eagle Head with the hashtag Go Eagles underneath. So again, Wicked Witch have gone and they've gone into very good detail and just sort of provided again that sense of authenticity that has been missing in other AFL titles. So yeah, you see, look, I don't even think we've registered a touch right up until then when what's his name, Dane Rampy marked or someone. I don't know. I can't really see at the moment, but yeah. So otherwise, the overall game I'm very happy with. I might leave it here, just if you want to watch some raw gameplay without me commentating over the top of the whole game. That's fine. I'll leave it here. We'll see you at the end of the video where we can just sort of discuss the game in more detail. See you at the end.
Marks the ball. He slams that on the boot. Dishes it off to the running player.
He just can't get out of the action. Simply outplayed the opposition there. Misses the intended target. Has clearly been shopping at Clangers or Us. Oh, you can really tell he loves taking a contested mark. Pierce puts it on the boot. Nice hands. Sheridan slams it on the boot. Jack grabs that one. Doesn't cover much ground with that kick. He gets above the crowd. He surely won't miss from this distance. Boots it. What a mark. It's a beautiful angle right where you need it. He boots it. Tip it. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. The Swans have their first goal. The ruckman. The ball is bounced. Tapped by Naismith. Franklin with clean hands for a difficult bouncing ball. Richo, how well are these teams performing?
Both teams fairly close in the handball stats, 4-2.
That's pretty deep, Richo. Back at it.
Never give up, never give in. And when the upper hand is yours, you may have the ability to win with the dignity that you absorbed the loss.
Intercepted. McCarthy brought him down, holding the ball. No more time, play on's the call. Hand passed by McCarthy. The loose ball scooped up. Short handball from Lloyd. Oh, that's just giving the ball away. Almost a touch of synchronised swimming about that mark, minus the peg. Sandland is streaming past and gets the footy. He's brought down and the ball is spilled. The loose ball picked up by Kennedy. Rampy with the ball. Grabs the footy. Mundy takes him down, but the kick is away. Hill gets the upper hand. Puts boot to ball. The contest, no match for him. Sends it into the open paddock. That'll be a free for a push. McCarthy setting his sights on the goals. Distance could be the problem. McCarthy unloads one towards goal. That was a poor kick, wasn't it, Richo?
Not too sure about that, Dennis.
Just a few points the difference. He'll be disappointed with that effort. And the mark will be paid. Opportunity for Hill. That's his first.
Hill must have amazing intuition because he can react so fast to situations, it's as though he's had premonitions.
He gives the ball away. He's got the footy in his hands. Kicks it. Great mark under pressure. His kicking is unbelievable. Some people don't go that far for their holidays. Mills, not getting much of it, Richard.
I don't think his performance is going to go down too well in the coaching box, Dennis.
Nice mark under pressure. Opts for the short kick. Johnson had it, lost it. Sinclair, he passes the ball, and it's through for a goal. If you want to be a hero, now is the time to put your hand up. Umpire has the ball, ready for the centre bounce. Naismith with the tap. Jack, I've got no idea how he managed to get that out. He's missed the goal. The Swans can still catch up here. They're less than a goal down. Disappointing kick there. Dawson assesses his options now. He's just trying to find a loose man in the defensive 50. Nice work from Parker. He plays on. An easy grab for Johnson. Kicks. McVeigh looking a real threat out there when he pulls in contested marks like that one. Just in time with that kick. So half-time, and Richo, what are your thoughts on the first half?
Fremantle need to become a team who always want to do better than others. Love the competition, really stamp their authority on the contest.
Anything stands out there, Richo, with the stats?
Both teams are neck and neck for handball disposals.
There's the siren to start the second half.
There are only two options regarding commitment. You're either in or you're out. There is no such thing as life in between.
Caught by Franklin. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Sends it on its way. Gathers the ball. I haven't seen him for a while, Richo.
Yeah, he's had a really indifferent game out there.
He gains possession. Spur failing to get near it, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. He's gone missing lately.
Is in his possession. Slams it on the boot. It's kicks like that when players find out this really is a game of centimetres. Sydney is down by less than a kick. I would have expected him to nail that. Takes it well. Passed by Johnson. Interception. McVeigh boots it. Spilled by Dawson. I think there's a wee handy-wandy in there. The scoreboard is level. It's not the score he was looking for. The mark is taken by Spur. Spur kicks hard along the boundary line. Jack catches it. Jams it on the boot now. Everton gathers it. Hits the running man. Hanbury gains possession. It's impossible to outplay an opponent you can't outthink. Think about that. He sneaks away for an uncontested mark. Kicked by Walters. Kennedy, the better man there. He's elected to play on. Pierce takes advantage. He handballs it. Goes for the safe option. Kicks short. Walters just manages to sink it. Fremantle leading by a single goal.
Walters seems like he's enjoying his footy. I think he's going to be around for a long time.
Naismith is a class above. I expect he'll continue to dominate Sandilands. Naismith really gets onto this one. He controls the bouncing ball. The ball spills to Neil, and he's heading for home. Never looked like going through. Fremantle by 7 points. That's one area of his game that does need improvement.
It's time to roll the dice out there and see how the game might open up. Yes, the Swans might get hurt on the rebound, but I think more scoring opportunities will present themselves. Rowan marks it. Puts boot to ball. That's a mark.
Sends the Sharon on its way. 5 catches. Gets boot to leather. Solid catch. Kick by Pierce. Rampy wins the marking contest. Picture perfect drop punt. Marked by Jack. A nothing kick. Sinclair got under it. Would you back him in from here, Richo?
I don't know if he'll make the distance here, Dennis.
Snicks the ball away in time. Unfortunately, placed ball finds its way into the opposition's grasp. Down goes Johnson. Did you like that term, Richo?
The Dockers will be looking to close out this match ruthlessly and get a healthy percentage boost in the process.
Richo, now with his stats.
Fremantle and Sydney are close in handballs. Neither team appears to have a distinct advantage. Sydney.
The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
It's not over when you're losing terribly. It's over when you quit.
Hanbury handball short. Kicks to the square. Dawson with the mark. The umpire telling him to play on now. Everton has a great set of hands. Fantastic mark. Strong mark. A rushed kick. Well, he gave it a shot. That play is as high-tech as a campfire. Gets boot to high. Spurk isn't able to hang on to the mark as it's punched away. Great mark. Johnson shoots off the handball. Now we'll get a ball up. Sandlands directs it down. He gets his hands on the footy. Naismith on the ball at the moment. The lead is easily in reach for the Swans. Ruckman awaiting the bounce. Both rucks have a fair shot at this one. Good tap from Sandlands. Scoops up the bouncing ball. The ball in the hands of Naismith. Sheridan collects it. They can't seem to maintain possession. They simply handed it over. The loose ball picked up. Can you count that as a moral victory? We're all tied up now. I would have expected him to nail that. Parker read the play better than anyone else and takes possession. Sinclair runs in. Sinclair just squeezes it over the line. That's 2 in a row for the Swans. Sydney by a goal.
Sinclair is good on both left and right, so kicking off either side is just not an issue for him.
Hanbury with a big bump to Sandlands. He's got the football now. Gives it to Kennedy. He seems to have the ball on a string, Richo.
You're right, Dennis. I've just about run out of things to say about his performance. I'm just going to watch and enjoy this display.
Well, it will have to put everything into this one. Choose to kick it. Nice contested mark by Hill. He'll need a long-range boomer from here. He's kicking from a 45-degree angle. A great effort. A routine, strictly speaking, is not a routine if you have to think about it. Jams it on the boot. Grundy claims the ball. Bumps the pigskin. Taken by 5. Short pass. Pierce, the better man there. Chips it down towards half forward. Rampede claims it. Boots it. A good mark under the circumstances. Chip kick along the wing. Hands like dinner plates. Plays it safe and kicks short. He had his eye on the ball all the way and took the mark well. And there's the siren. What an end to the match. So close, but victory just out of reach for Fremantle. Your final word on today's game, Richard?
Never give up. Failure and rejection are only the first steps to succeeding.
That's a unique spin on things, Richard.
So there you go, guys. There you are. We finally got the win. We got a thrilling 6-point win up against the Dockers. We came back against the odds in our first ever game, and we somehow beat the Dockers 4-4-28 to 3-4-22. Most of the stats did lean the way of Fremantle, I think, from memory. I'm not too sure, but otherwise, yeah, Heath Grundy, man of the match. He played a very solid game across half-back. Which is very good to see, and Franklin kicked a goal or two, which was also good to see. And yeah, so anyway guys, that wraps up the video pretty much. Also, in that career mode voting that we did in the previous video, I'd like to announce that Collingwood was the winning team. They had over 70 votes compared to Carlton, who was the next best with, I think they had about 50 or so, 20 votes behind Collingwood. So the coaching career mode, we will be starting with Collingwood, and then we will be also starting a Be a Pro series shortly after that. So anyway guys, thank you very much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for future AFL Evolution content, and we'll see you all in the next video when we start our coaching career with Collingwood.